Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So, CinemaCon has been happening this past week, and today I am going to break down the trailer to Avengers Doomsday. I didn't go to CinemaCon because it's way too much money, but I've read a bunch of reports and stuff covering the event, and a bunch of content creators that have been, and they have talked about the Avengers Doomsday trailer that they have done. I'm not necessarily going to be covering the whole presentation, I'm just going to be talking about the trailer itself. And I'm very excited because the notes that I've taken of what is happening is pretty cool, so I'm excited to get into it. So, first up we have a whole voiceover from Doom, basically going, something's coming, something we may not be able to deter. Over the reigns, the X-Mansion apparently. So apparently they show the footage that we got of the set photos a while ago, where it was literally a broken Sentinel all over the X-Mansion. And then we see Dr. Doom, he's like, he has the mask off, he's scarred up, he doesn't look anything like Robert Downey Jr., which made everyone go like, oh, thank God, he's actually going to be Dr. Doom. He's not going to be some Tony Stark variant, which I would have been fine with the Tony Stark variant because it's a multiverse. It's literally the multiverse saga. Like, shit like that can happen. People just don't want that to happen because they just don't like change and Marvel taking risks. But I think that's great that they did that. And then we get some fight scenes. Like, oh my God. Like, and this sounds sick. Apparently, we get some fight scenes of Shang-Chi versus Gambit. Like, that is not on anyone's bingo card ever. It's literally Shang-Chi fighting Gambit from Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, I'm so excited to see Channing Tatum back in the Gambit suit in this movie. Like, him in Deadpool and Wolverine is literally one of my favorite characters in that movie, and I'm so excited to see what he does in Doomsday. And like, I think that's going to be an epic fight right there. And then another epic fight is also with a new MCU member in original X-Men, is Yelena versus Mystique. And literally, like, Yelena's fighting Mystique, and then Mystique turns into Yelena. So it's Yelena fighting Yelena, much like it was when she turned into Wolverine in the original X-Men. So it was Wolverine versus Wolverine. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to see how that plays out. And so it seems like that Thor is the main character, at least are the heroes in this movie, which I'm very excited for. He's one of the OG Avengers. I defend Thor Love and Thunder, literally. And I think that having Thor be your main hero in this movie is literally the best option you can do, because you don't necessarily want it to be Steve Rogers, which we'll talk about him a little later. But, no, so I'm excited to see what they do with Thor, because, like, we see in that first teaser trailer that Thor is literally back to Prime Thor again. So I'm excited to see what he does in this movie in terms of that. I'm excited to see that, and apparently he's leading both Sam's Avengers and the new Avengers. They're all in Avengers Tower, and he gives a grand speech. And the grand speech is, basically, I fought with many warriors in my time. They were far stronger than all of us put together. They have died facing enemies and threats that scared me less than this one. Everything they sacrificed for will be for nothing if we don't stand together. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters. That is a sick speech. It literally, like, it sounds like something that Cap would say, but because Cap's not there, and like, obviously he has a big role in this movie, and we've even heard that he has a big role in Secret Wars. But I think that Thor, because Thor was the leader of the Warriors 3, he was the leader of his group with Rocket and Groot, and in Infinity War. So it's it's cool seeing like Thor be Thor again, even though I would prefer like, even though I would prefer seeing him with the long hair, only because that, like, I don't think that they're going to do another scene in this movie where you see him get another haircut. Because the way that they're playing this is apparently a direct sequel to Avengers Endgame. And then, so obviously, we see footage of Thor fighting Doctor Doom, basically doing what he did in Avengers Infinity War, like, and like, literally, he approaches Doom with Stormbreaker, and they have a one-on-one fight with each other, which is sick. And he attacks Doom with Stormbreaker, and Doom stops Stormbreaker with only 2 fingers. That's crazy to me. Like, Hela was able to capture, was really able to stop the whole thing, and that shocked us. It shocked us when Steve caught Thor's hammer in Endgame. But, like, my God, like, seeing RDJ as Doctor Doom catch Stormbreaker with only 2 fingers is ridiculous. And then apparently the 4th teaser that we got, which was the Wakandans in the Fantastic Four trailer, where it's really the desert. Apparently that's the bottom of the ocean. So we actually see in this trailer that we actually see that full scene of the Wakandans meeting the Fantastic Four, but actually has water, like a water shield type thing around them. So obviously Namor's doing something with that, obviously, which I'm excited for. I'm excited to see what the context for that is. And this trailer does confirm that Cassie Lane is coming back in this movie. Even Catherine Newton has put on Instagram and Facebook her unboxing her little chair, saying Catherine Newton on Avengers Doomsday, with a Avengers Doomsday cap, which is sick, so it's good that she even confirmed it, so that was cool. And then, literally, the heroes are losing the fight, and Thor mentions that they need a miracle. And Steve Rogers approaches Thor, and he looks exactly like Infinity War Steve Rogers with the long beard, the long hair, and says, "Hey, pal." Thor says, "It's not possible." And then Steve reaches out, Mjolnir leaves Thor's hand, and then Steve catches Mjolnir coming to his hand. Like, that's crazy. Like, I think that the thing about this movie too is that, like, I think that this movie is making everyone realize, oh, actually, you know what? Marvel's actually not as bad as we made it out to be. After Guardians 3, Deadpool and Wolverine, Thunderbolts, or the New Avengers, Fantastic Four, and then Brand New Day coming out this year, because I feel like everyone's going to love Brand New Day, and everyone's going to love Doomsday. Because, I mean, I'll talk about this now, it saves me from doing another video. Apparently, they've done early screens of Doomsday, and apparently they've been saying that it's Infinity War level good. So, the fact that they're saying that it's Infinity War level good makes me surprised. Like, Infinity War is I'm in the minority that Infinity War is my 3rd favourite Avengers movie. Because I love Ultron more, I love Endgame more. But, like, the fact that like, my 3rd and my 2nd place Avengers films are literally 4.5 stars, 9s out of 10s. Like, the fact that it's Infinity War level, this could be the most consistent streak that the Russo brothers have done with Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. So, like, depending on how it is, it can either be better than Infinity War for me, not as good as Infinity War, or not as good as Endgame, better than Endgame. Like, it could be better than Endgame, because, like, let alone the X-Men are in it. Which, like, I didn't even mention them, because, like, no one has talked about the X-Men in it. But, like, it's crazy to see that, like, this movie is literally going to get everyone back on board for Doomsday. Everyone was skeptical. Everyone thinks that it was going to be a big hodgepodge mess. It's crazy to me. So like the fact that now everyone's going like, we've made it, is crazy to me. So yeah, so guys, please, I will be covering more Doomsday. I'm about to, I might do some other CinemaCon stuff. So guys, please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Hit subscribe, press the little bell icon to get notified of future videos I make. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.